Welcome to Jacob's Toys 5-minute figure reviews. Please do like, share, subscribe and all of those things. All support to the channel is very much appreciated. And in this video we are taking a look at Speedball from the Marvel Legends controller wave. First thing I've got to say is this is a hugely underused space. They could have given us a ton of accessories with this guy, but they didn't. They just gave us a big empty space. Anyway, let's open the box and take a look at what we've got. I've just got to focus on this packaging though, because surely a couple of alternate hands or an alternate head, even just move the Build-A-Figure piece around somehow, I don't know. It just looks like a very wasted space. It looks like they planned on giving us something and then changed their mind at the last minute. But I'm not going to complain too much about that. Let's have a look at the long anticipated figure of Speedball. So straight out of the box, first impressions is this is a really cool figure. Obviously it comes with the Build-A-Figure piece, the biggest piece of them all, the chest piece. Looks a little bit like Thanos here. It's very similar to the Thanos build. But it's not, it's obviously the controller, so I'll get into him in another video. But looking at Speedball straight out of the box, he's a really cool looking figure. Initial thoughts is there's zero complaints when you look at him. He's got the butterfly joints in the shoulder, he's got incredibly detailed spots and dots and stuff on his costume, on the boots. There's a nice bit of shading in the hair, and there's a really nice hair piece. The head sculpt in itself is absolutely fantastic. It's really detailed. There's like eyes under the glasses. Have a look at that in a little bit closer in a minute. A little bit wobbly on the top, not going to lie. Let's just have a look, as he does come off quite easy. You can see there that there's right detail in the eyes and everything, and these circle patterns on his costume are really cool. That's the shading in the hair there. Some really good two-tone use of the hair. So yeah, the glasses don't come off. I did try a couple of times, but they don't. But yeah, for first impressions is he's a really great figure. But then I get thinking, there is zero accessories of this. There's zero alternate hands, and even the artwork on the box shows him with kind of open hands. It would have been nice to have got a few alternate hands. More importantly though, you know, Speedball's abilities is he kind of creates a force field. You know, he can bounce and all sorts. I mean, he's got a whole range of abilities, but you know, he can create a force field of like balls and stuff. So it would have been nice if they'd given us some kind of effect piece. He's not pinless, which is a shame, but he has got a lot of articulation, so I can kind of forgive the pinless element for the articulation, because this is a character that you want to get into lots of different poses. So alternate hands would have been nice, and some kind of effect piece, maybe an original effect piece like they're doing with Havoc and stuff like that, just to really highlight his abilities, because he is a very cool character, but there's very little that we can do with him in regards to setups. He can kind of just get in a jumping pose or something like that. So yeah, so the lack of accessories, but the huge amount of space in the box does disappoint me a little bit. So in regards to Speedball and who he is, he's been around for ages, and that's one of the reasons why people have been asking for him for such a long time. I think it was the late 80s that he originally debuted. I knew he was a Steve Ditko creation, so we're looking late 80s. This is obviously his kind of original costume. He's had a few costume changes over the years, but this is kind of classic comic book Speedball, which is really cool. He debuted in Spider-Man comics, so he's tied into Spider-Man. He's also tied in with a whole bunch of other teams as well, most notably the New Warriors, Avengers Academy, and Thunderbolts as well. But there's a whole bunch of teams that you can put him in, and it's really great that we can kind of round the New Warriors team off with him as well. So they're slowly giving us the right people at the right time. So it's a double-edged sword with this one. Because of the amount of space there was in the box, I wish we had got some kind of effect piece. It could have even been a flat effect piece, do you know what I mean? Just to kind of replicate those balls that you saw in the comic books. Yeah, just something maybe. So it is a bit of a double-edged sword. The detail on this guy is fantastic, but it's just kind of let down a little bit that we haven't got any accessories that go with him. But it's Speedball at the end of the day, and he's been a long overdue figure. They've done a really good job with him. What you get in your hand is good, cannot complain. I can't see any real kind of issues with the patterning on his costume. I love the head sculpt. I think the head sculpt is great. And this is one that a lot of people have customised as well over the years. I never actually did do a Speedball custom, but quite a few people have done a custom Speedball over the years. And he has had a couple of costumes as well, so I am pleased that they did his classic kind of costume. That is about all I've got to say about that. I've talked a lot about a figure that hasn't got a lot with him, so I think I did alright on that. Please do like, share, subscribe, all of those things. All support to the channel is very much appreciated. I do appreciate everybody's comments, so let me know in the comments below what you think of Speedball. That's it. I'll see you soon.